Hello, my name is Hudson Waddles. I am a sophomore at Oakland University, and this semester for my sophomore year, I am my fall spot sophomore year. I am studying abroad in Japan, and this is my somewhat convoluted attempt to keep track of everything I've done, everything I will do, and hopefully inspire someone else to study abroad because it's a lot of fun, and I think everyone should do it at least once. Hi, it's day zero of keeping up with the regular schedule. I believe I've missed the entirety of the weekend, including Friday and then today's Monday. So I'm gonna go through over um, all 4 days. Did I go through Friday? I did not go over Friday. Yes, because yes, I remember Friday now. So Friday, the evening was a whole lot of no fun, but the day was a little bit less no fun. So I had Japanese in the morning. I don't remember what we talked about, but must have been something important because I've learned some stuff since then. And today we had review for our oral quiz, which is on Wednesday. And we did we she gave us our professor gave us two little worksheets and two worksheets, one of them front and back, and then another page to study. I'm not gonna break that. To study stuff and content that we could remember for our oral exam, which I'm gonna show up early on Wednesday to get a slot for, so I can do it early and be done with it. Excuse me. Um, Friday afternoon. After that class, I believe I just came home. I just got two buns from the convenience store because the pizza buns are amazing, and I tried a pork bun, and those are equally amazing because they're like sweet pork with onions in it. And the lady at the counter gave me a little packet of spicy mustard, and the mustard here is not like classical yellow mustard. It is spicy, spicy. It's like if you mixed mustard with wasabi, like spicy bread mustard with wasabi. It's quite intense, and I actually really, really like it, especially with the sweet pork. It paired really well. Now, I'm not saying that I know much because of my cuisine class. However, if I was going to pair anything, it would have been sweet and spicy. So, yeah. After that was my class for Western medicine, Eastern medicine, because, or the lack thereof. It's more like Western medicine at this point. This time around, our professor had us read yet again another one of his articles. Basically, the same principle as the last one was, just printed a little bit later with a different study and less information. So that's how that one's going. It sucks. I don't like it at all. It's an easy class, sure, whatever, but not worth it at all. It's really, really not worth it. I'm gonna get through it only out of spite at this point. So we got that going for me too. Friday night, I wasn't feeling super great. I went to bed really, really early, a lot earlier than I would have typically. I went to bed at like 8, 9 o'clock, slept till 11. I was up till 4 a.m. after I woke up from my 2 hour fever dream nap. And then I was asleep until like 11 again, from 4 to 11 afterwards. And I didn't know what was wrong with me. I had like this awful head cold. My head was pounding. The back of my throat felt weird. My neck and shoulders were super tense. My stomach felt weird. It was just not a whole lot of fun. Saturday, same kind of thing. I was inside. After I woke up at noon, I was inside all day. I just felt like garbage, just human garbage. I was just bleh all day. And I went to bed early as well. This is part of the reason we didn't record Sunday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Yesterday, I felt a little bit better, and it turns out I have mold in that thing. Yeah. So the AC unit that I have on every night to, make my thick blankets, a little bit more comfortable because they're really, really thick and they're really warm. So I make the room a lot colder. logic, right? The human body shrivels up when it's cold because there's a whole lot of vibration, and you like kind of cocoon to yourself, and it's nice to have a little warm nest. Whatever. Animal gremlin activity. It's fine. I can know for a fact that you do it too. Cold weather plus fuzzy blanket. Killer combo every time. But it had black spots of mold on the. I don't know if you can see it. So those two things right there. There are two layers right here, like right there, right there, right there. And then there is this thing right here. So in this thing right here, there are two plastic slats that have filters on them, so they're reusable. I just kind of wipe them down, and they didn't have a whole lot of dust in them, but they were just kind of gross in general. So I wiped one of them down with water to see how that worked better than wiping it down with just like paper towel one. Because I made, first of all, itty bitty little holes were full of water, like a bubble machine. It was a very stupid bubble machine, no bubbles. And then the other one was just I just wiped the fuzz out and then kind of shook the crap out of it to get all the fuzz out. So that one worked better. Right here are two little slats that tip up and down like that. Can you? Oh, 10 seconds. Technology these days, I swear. Um, those little panels right there flip down like the air pops out and it blows air across the room. Whatever. That's how air vents work. Um, on like the inside tract of it was just black spots. Super, super, super gross. Um, Again, spent doing nothing doing yesterday. Um, I should mention that I cleaned that today. Um, uh, the Yeah, so surprise, I have mold. That's what giving me this awful head cold is, and apparently there are people who have been having the same problem. I have a neighbor, well, I had a neighbor down that way. He's not dead, but he had such awful mold that they swapped his room, and he had to go to the hospital for bronchitis. I haven't started coughing, but I have taken a lot of acetaminophen over the past 3 days, so I think I'm fine. But my back of my throat still seems funky. My sinuses are weird. My head is kind of fine. My neck is definitely stiff, but I just took a hot shower, so it's probably not as bad as it's gonna be when I fall asleep. Ugh. My stomach, my appetite's kind of gone down the last little bit. Again, did nothing yesterday. That's not true. I did the two worksheets I was supposed to do earlier. Did those. That was kind of easy in and out. Today I had the review in my Japanese class. That was fun. I only got like two things wrong in the worksheet that I did, and that was because I just messed up on the particles of one, and then I kept getting called on for. I kept getting hit with the one thing that I have a difficulty with when it comes to identifying things, which is the dare, dore, and dochi. Dochi always trips me up because I know it means which one, so I was like flip to that because it's unique. Dochi, that's a weird sound, but then it only refers to two. So if you would say which one is a pen versus a pencil, you'd say dochi. But if you say which one is a pen, pencil, or which one is the pen, you would use like dore because there's more than two. So that always trips me up. And the sentence that we were using didn't identify if it called for dochi, which obviously none of them did because it was an extra word. Go figure. That's of course the one thing I memorized, but whatever. Um, I kept getting tripped up with that. Not to mention that I was struggling to begin with on Sunday with those same sentences, and I got them both wrong. But then I was asked to um, perform. Was supposed to answer questions and then make it a complex answer, which I guess I will get it. Um, where are you? Look at this guy. Ah, look at this. So let's see. So midterm oral exam. Yikes! we're already in week 7. I have 16 weeks total. I am basically halfway through. I know for a fact that week 16 is labeled as like finals week, and I don't have classes that way. I have about 10 minutes worth of class. Um, it's worth 5% of the grade total. Teacher will choose several questions and conversations from the following situations, and you perform them. You cannot look at your notes, etc. Questions about the information you were given. So it's like, what time is it in New York? How much is that bag near you? Is this person Japanese? And you're supposed to say like, no, she's not Japanese. So you use the negative form of the word which we use, which is jinai, jinai, jinai. So you would say Nihongo jinai desu. So that means she. So if you say Nihongo Nihonjin, oops, my bad. Nihonjin denied this. Nihonjin is Japanese people. Nihon is Japan. Jin is people. And so, like a Japanese person, and Japanese just translate to Japanese. Like, I am not Japanese. And then des is obviously like the statement part of it. And then jinai des means the statement is false. So, Nihonjin jinai des. So it's kind of like saying Japanese person not is. That makes any sense. And he's supposed to go on and say, uh, American this. Like, she's not Japanese, she's American, which I don't know how you mess it up in the first place, but whatever. What's their major? What's their phone number? What time do you usually get up? What time do you usually eat lunch? How often do you play sports? And then this one is you're really asked to play a role as either A or B. Asking your friends plan for the night, like what will you do tonight? Which is konban ni 今晩をしま、何をしませんか今晩、今晩何をしませんか Which is 今晩, which is tonight. I don't think you're supposed to put ni. Ni is the particle for dictating time. 今晩, because some terms, so it's particular times and then days of the week are you supposed to put ni. So Kanban would not need ni. That's what I remember. So Kanban nani o shimasen ka? And then shimasen ka is the negative question form of shimas, which is do. And then nani is what? I will study in the library, and then you have to write so is an so kara so sore kara, which is and then. So I will study Japanese in the library. 私は日本語を、no, 私は図書館で日本語を勉強します。それから雑誌を読みます。So then, 雑誌 is newspaper. 雑誌, and then 読みます is I will read it. I will read. And then, okay, so like this. So you see some people, this is the role playing again. Which person, Hito, is Takashi's father? This one I always mess up because there's possessive and then there's like the connecting words. So I think it would be Takashi-san no Otosan wa dare no desu ka? I have to check that. That's gonna frustrate me. I feel like that's it. Please don't tell me I'm wrong. Yes, I know I'm using two screens at the same time. Do what I want. Oh, I don't need Google Translate. No, stop it. I don't want. Oh, I do need Google Translate. Translate English Japanese. Okay. Takashi-san no お父さんは誰のですか? So close. That was who is Takashi's father. Okay, so it says which person is, which is Takashi-san no 誰の人ですか? Takashi-san no otou-san wa dare no hito desu ka? Why did it put it in English? It's in Japanese. I'm saying Japanese things. Don't no. We'll come back. Takashi-san no otou-san wa dare no hito desu ka? I'm saying it in Japanese. Why are you translating it in English? Do I need to put you in the keyboard? Takashi-san no otou-san wa dare no hito desu ka? Who is Takashi's father? Which person? Dare no hito wa Dare no hito wa Takashi-san no otou-san desu ka? Okay, I don't know. Screw it. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. That killed, but that was unnecessary amount of time. I'm gonna figure that out later. Stuff goes on. The list goes on. Conversation with your host mother, inviting your friend out to do stuff, and then you be asked questions about yourself, like taite nanji goro okimasen ka or nemasen ka, which is what usually taite. Time do you go to bed? What time do you usually wake up? Mainichi aso gohan tabemasen ka? Tabemasu ka? Do you eat breakfast every day? Iie. Zen tabimasen. No, I never eat breakfast. Taite nanji goro tabemasen ka? Oh. Taite nanji goro daigaku ni kimasen ka? Kimasu ka? What time do you usually get to school? Rokuji goro? Rokuji goro ne okimasu? Rokuji no, 9時 goro ni kimasu, which is 9 o'clock. I usually get to school at 9 o'clock. Or we have to put to school. 9時頃大学に来ます。大抵何時頃うちに or Rio, Rio, which is dorm. Uchi is house. 大抵何時頃に帰りですか? What time do you usually get home? On Mondays and Wednesdays, it's like 10:30. 10時半? 帰ります. What time do you eat dinner? よくスポーツをしますか? Do you usually do sports? Do you do sports often? よくテニスをサッカーを見ますか? Do you watch tennis? Oh no, Teddy B. That's not tennis. Teddy B. Eiga. You watch movies. Like, what do you do? Taite dokode 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 dokode. Where? Oh, where do you usually study? Where do you eat? Where do you eat breakfast? Tabe. Tebemasu ka? Where do you eat lunch? Where do you usually go? And it's like it follows like the general whatever. And then we have to ask questions to our professor. I'm just realizing how much I actually need to work on that. Oh well. I studied a lot today. I'm gonna say more tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, I have a Monsters and Ghosts quiz tomorrow, which is fun. And I have the study guide up on the other tab too, so I'm actually feeling pretty good. I just showered. Speaking of my shower, I had okay. It's a long convoluted story about my shower. it doesn't actually contain. I brush my teeth in the shower. Shocker. What is new about that is I had to get a new toothbrush. I don't know what Japanese toothbrushes feel like until today because I used my old one to clean that nasty thing because it was moldy and it was black gunk coming out of there. But I got this new funky toothbrush and it's still a little wet. I don't know how well you can see it. Look how thin the bristles are at the top. I don't know. It looks cool. And it was sponsored by Jujutsu Kaisen, so I don't know what this is about me, but my teeth brushing is obviously cooler than yours. Probably not. Whatever. But I think that's gonna be it for me today. A little bit of rambling on about Japanese. I'm having so much fun learning that language. It's such a pain in the arse, but it's so much fun. I really do want to keep learning it when I get back. Like just keep learning it for fun, like between kanji and just learning words and memorizing words. I want to do it. It looks like it's so much fun. Um, but yeah, I forgot another integral part of today. I went out to eat at an Indian place. I've never had Indian food, but today I had two types of curry that was served with a side salad and naan bread. Have you ever had naan bread? It's delicious. It's delightful. It's like a giant white pizza dough, just like white bread, and it looks like fluffy pita bread. It's so good. It's like sweet bread. It's almost like sweet bread. It's almost sweet. A lot of air bubbles. It's pretty doughy actually, because when you tear it apart, dip it in the curry. Kare, quite delightful. And then the salad we ate with chopsticks. I went up with a friend of mine, but it was mostly like shredded cabbage, which I thought was interesting, and the dressing was super super weird. But do got two types of curry. We're both pretty sweet. One of them was gasai. One was vegetables, and the other one was chicken. Chicken. Um, they're both very, very good. The chicken was super tender. The vegetables, I tasted potatoes. I had a Coke to go with it, and it kept tasting like carrots. Carrot Coke. We already have carrot cake. Carrot Coke. Carrot Coke cake. Trust me, nothing does it 10 times fast. Carrot Coke cake. 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 Carrot Coke. Um, I think I've rambled enough for right now. I'm actually kind of tired and I have to go to bed anyways. It's 11:12. I missed 11:11. That's a dirty word. Alright, whatever. This will be fine. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I will see you soon because I can't make promises to my upload schedule. Turns out I'm a liar. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks for hopping in. Arigato.